Well, welcome everybody to our online program on addiction and recovery from the Sunshine Coast Health Center up here in Powell River, British Columbia. And we've been talking about examples of meaningful living. And the reason that's important is because our center operates on this idea we borrowed from Viktor Frankl, the great psychiatrist, that addiction was a response to living a life that lacked personal meaning. So the solution, obviously, is to live a meaningful life. And if you could live a meaningful life, what would happen is there really be no purpose in becoming intoxicated anymore, because there's the purpose had been eliminated through the meaning. Anyway, a lot of our clients struggle with this whole concept of living a meaningful life, and they struggle because really they don't have a good sense of what's important to them as human beings. Or maybe they've put what's important to them on hold in favor of the addiction and really haven't thought too much about themselves. So one of the alumni, he was a really interesting fellow. He was married, and his family was actually very important to him. He was married and had a little girl. But the work that he went to every day was very long hours, often very irregular schedules. It was often that, for example, he'd receive a phone call and had to go work on a Saturday, and that would become on Friday night. So this irregular schedule and very long hours at work, and he had recognized what this did is prevent him from spending time with the family. So what his solution was is he actually quit his job. And he took up a job as a fishing guide. And that way, he would be able to go home at night. And being a fishing guide just wasn't something he pulled out of thin air. He actually had a great joy of fishing. So he would now combine all these things into this new life. So he did. He quit his job. In his case, he could actually do it. It wasn't as if he was really going to lose a pension or anything like that. So, but it allowed him to spend time with his family. And this is one thing that had really bothered him, and actually it appeared to be one of the great motivators for his addiction, was this emptiness he felt from not being with his family. But anyway, that was his solution. He would change jobs and get a job where he could spend more time with family, which was actually a deeply important thing for him as a human being. Anyway, that's it for this online program, and we'll be back next time with another example of how the alumni found meaning.